bartending since before she was born. She has been bartending at St. George's Tavern so long that I believe she gave Ponce de Leon his first freaking drink. Or certainly since 1996, anyway. She is a middle school art teacher, so she's pure freaking mental. She's the oldest of 5 siblings. She loves painting things pink. She loves wearing grey and brown and colours that repel joy and all emotional feeling. Ladies and gentlemen, Heather Salfield, Hagy, Chaos, creator of myth and legend.
Hello, my name is Heather, and this is my family Christmas photo. The little guy in the back is my son Wyatt, who's 8. And the man-child next to me is my other son, Leo, who's 21. I'm a mom first. I'm a middle school art teacher, and I'm a bartender. Life is busy. But before we get too far, I want to let you know where it all began. These are my parents when they met. Yes, my mom is wearing a habit. You can't tell by what my dad's wearing, but he was also studying to be a priest. At this time, my mom had already signed up for life to be a sister of charity, but their plans changed. My parents left orders. My mom had to write a letter to the Pope. Things went from order to chaos pretty quick. Some would say they got there as fast as they could. My parents had 5 kids in 8.5 years. We are Heather, Amy, Katie, Gretchen, and Leo, HAKGL for short. This is the book each of us was given to explain the miracle of conception of birth. Lots of photos. I was given this book when I was 7. I have a vague memory of sharing my new knowledge with the checkout lady at Publix. Here's my dad. He looks pretty good, doesn't he? He's in grad school. Mom's at home taking care of her 2 beautiful daughters. Life is pretty chill. We lived near Ohio State University. My parents had time to ride bikes. We lived in a 2-story colonial in Columbus, Ohio. And then in 1977, Elvis died. Purely coincidental. And my dad graduated from college. We moved to Florida because my dad got a job as a music director for a Catholic church in Ocala. I rode in the U-Haul with my dad, and my sister Amy rode in our yellow Audi with my pregnant mom. Katie was born a few months later. Life has started to get pretty busy. You might wonder what fuels this family. This family was brought to you by peanut butter. If any of us had had any peanut allergies, some of us may have starved to death. Without peanut butter, I don't know what I would have eaten. I don't know anyone outside my family who remembers having a 7-pound peanut butter bucket in their house, equipped with a handle and graphic suggesting you use it at the beach. If you're hungry, eat a peanut butter sandwich. Have peanut butter and apple. Have peanut butter on vanilla ice cream. Peanut butter with caraway seeds and raisins on a Triscuit. If you're angry, have some peanut butter and go to your room. You'll be fine. If there's a hole in the wall, just spackle it with peanut butter. We were always going somewhere. My mom had a schedule on the visor in the Buick. We had piano lessons, trumpet, soccer, drama, baseball, baton twirling, choir, dance, church events, youth group, meetings, sacraments. There was always something, even the occasional haircut, which brings me to my favorite story. The kids had the pink bathroom at one end of the house. My parents had the brown bathroom at the other side of the house. The girls could often not find a hairbrush. It was chronic. One morning, I went to the other end of the house and borrowed my dad's sacred brush from his forbidden bathroom drawer. Anyway, I got in trouble, and we found 2 hairbrushes in the bathroom, in the station wagon. My dad asked what we should do. He took my advice, literally. The next day, my dad took a chain from my swing set and drilled a hole in one of the station wagon brushes. He chained the hairbrush to the inside of our bathroom drawer. The problem was solved. It remained in the bathroom for about into my 20s. Remember my parents' wedding photo? They were so young and fresh. This is Christmas morning of 1988 or so. We got up at 5 a.m. to open presents together so my dad could go to work at 6:30 on Christmas morning. At this point, my parents are wondering what they got into. We didn't know it. They never let it on. My parents believed in big adventures. Summer of 1989, we drove from Central Florida to the coast of California. We drove 7,000 miles in 30 days. My mom packed the peanut butter. Dad brought his toolbox and 2 rolls of duct tape. To this day, duct tape is very dear to my heart. I have a cabinet full of it at school. It comes in handy for paper mache and all kinds of things. That trip of our cross-country vacation, my family remembers me as miserable, but I remember it as the greatest adventure of my life. I saw the Grand Canyon that summer. I wore my favorite pair of jean shorts for probably most of that trip. And I remember wading in the Big Thompson River. This is my family now. Now that we're all grown and have spouses and kids, this is the mantle at my parents' house on Christmas. Do you see what's holding those stockings up? I think it's a part of my swing set. We've all learned to be flexible and we get together after the holidays to celebrate together. This is our summer vacation that we call the Salfeld Family Extravaganza. It's also called Schwadaz because it's the first initial of all the last names of all the people that go on this trip. We all know how to cook for 20. We all have learned to speak in shorthand when talking about each other. The problem is that at home, I still cook for 20. If you are my friend, I'm stopping by with a plate of brownies or lentil soup because I cook like I'm convinced an army of my hungry relatives will be coming over any minute. It's a good problem because I always have something to share. This is me as an art teacher. I don't always dress like a warrior from Braveheart, but I do hope to be fearless in the insanity that comes from teaching almost 200 kids a day. By the end of the year, my desk is layered like an archaeological dig. Layers of projects and supplies, puddles of glue, lost and forgotten items of clothing, those scissors I used to love. Things don't always go as planned, and sometimes the timing is off, like my dad's Canon camera from this family photo. When thinking of chaos, I always think of my family, and my sisters and I all agreed that this was even though it didn't go right, it's also one of my favorite pictures of my family. I guess my point is this. Because of how we grew as a family, my parents and my siblings are all creative problem solvers. We're gritty, nimble, and adventurous in the face of chaos. My advice is to be prepared. Bring a bucket of peanut butter, your swing set, and duct tape. Knowing about all the ingenuity and beautiful memories that come from chaos, it makes me look forward to more.